Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to my weekly update. It's been quite an extraordinary week for me. We lost power here at the farm this time last Friday, and we eventually got it back on the Tuesday. So I headed off to NFU Conference in Birmingham on the Monday from I can only say, a very cold and windswept farm. But absolutely delighted that we could hold a live conference at the ICC in Birmingham. It was beyond brilliant to see so many of our members face to face again. So well over 1,000 people. I think there were 1,400 people in the main hall on the first day. And of course, it was live streamed. So I do hope many of you got the chance to catch up with it. And please do, again, catch up with the sessions that you want to. There were some truly inspirational speakers there. Theo de Jager, I have to pay, I think, tribute to him. He is the president of the World Farmers Organization. He farms adjacent to the Kruger Park in South Africa. And he represents the world farmers. I mean, it literally is, the Australians, the New Zealanders, the US, Canadians, the Europeans, the Russians are part of the WFO, the Japanese. Huge representative of all those nations, and of course the African subsistence farmers. So his thoughts were, I think, really inspiring, and I guess if nothing else really made us actually feel very fortunate to be farming here in the UK, even with all the challenges and uncertainty that we're facing right now. I chaired the political session with George Eustice on the Tuesday afternoon. I think feelings, quite honestly, running pretty high right now. The pig crisis, the situation for growers, the uncertainty, inflationary costs, 200% on fertilizer, unprecedented times. And actually Dave Ramsden from the Bank of England, he joined Alistair Darling the night before the financial crash as a member of that team. He's been an economist in the Treasury for 10 years. And I asked him, I said, how do these times right now compare? And he said, well, they're pretty off the scale to anything that I have been through in my working lifetime. So I think that actually says it all. It really is. The stakes are high. And farmers very frustrated, farming rules for water, amongst other things. They do need rightly answers from government and a well-resourced SFI. I mean, I asked the question about whether it was right to have this breakdown of the budget, sort of 33, 33, 33. And George Eustice made the point that, well, if enough people join the Sustainable Farming Incentive Platform, they will put more resource in. I see it completely the other way around, I'm afraid. Well-resource the platform. Let's really, as the whole industry suggested when it came together in 2020, let's put a minimum of 65% of the budget into the SFI. Let's get farmers wanting to be on it, and let's make sure they are being paid enough money to make a profit for basing their business on it. Otherwise, it just will not be worth it. So it's all about not just having a plan, but actioning a plan. And for us as farmers, especially in England, don't forget England going out on its own, wanting to know what that plan of action is. And I'm delighted to be working with a new office holder team. So Tom Bradshaw has moved up from vice president, been elected in as deputy president of the NFU, and David Exwood has been elected in as vice president. And I'm thrilled to have been elected in again as president for my third term. There is so much to do, so much at stake. And I believe I will be leading the NFU in a run-up to what will be an incredibly competitive election that could, of course, happen anytime, but probably most likely in 2024. So a lot, as ever, going on. And I guess one other thing that I wanted to mention was the live event that we've got on, the webinar on Thursday that we will be hosting with HMRC, looking at the changes in red diesel. So please go to NFU online if you want to register for that. And can I end this vlog by saying enormous thanks to John Davis, who's been president of NFU Cymru for 4 years, done a cracking job, been an absolutely fantastic farmer to work alongside of for England and Wales, and wish John very well for the future. We've got, of course, a new office holder team in Wales with Aled Jones and Abby Reader. The strength in the Union of England and Wales is, I feel, incredibly powerful. And as they look to an agricultural act in Wales, that bill, of course, will be coming into play at the beginning of this year. It will be a watershed moment for Welsh farming. So the need for us as farmers to be united, to work closely together across the United Kingdom has never, ever been greater. I hope you all stay safe, stay well, and I really look forward to speaking to you again next week. Many thanks.